I would like to introduce you to the series on Sewing with Nancy called Sew Knits with Confidence. It's based on a book by the same title where I show you basic sewing techniques of knits, knit fabric types, easy ways to stitch and serge, as well as ways of creative accents with a little bit of effort. Speaking of which, is a little bit of effort is blooming buds. On this yellow shirt you can see that the neckline has accents, dimensional accents, and it's simply a different fabric that's bar tacked into place. This doesn't get much easier than doing a little bit of sewing and bar tacking, but along a neckline. You can use a purchased shirt, as you can see here, or a shirt you've made yourself, and just add the dimension. Now, organza is the fabric of choice, or organdy, and it's not going to be finished. The edges aren't going to be finished at all. The fabric, because it's going to be cut in a circle, really will not ravel. You might get a little shabby chic edge, but it will be just fine and very acceptable. Cut a circle that's 2.5 inches and cut many layers of the organdy or organza. I'm working with nylon organdy. It has a little bit of a spring to it, so you're going to fold it and do some pinning. Now, for folding, just fold it into fourths. And then I'll grab a pin because it's kind of springy. And then I'm going to position it on my shirt. You may want to get all of the little blooming buds positioned wherever you'd like them. You could have 4 of them in a section, or 3, or just plain 1. And you certainly don't need to have a lot of them. You could just have some over one shoulder or around the neckline. The machine is set up for a bar tack. That's a zigzag stitch, about a 3.0, which is in millimeters width, and a 0 length. And you'd use matching thread. I'm going to use contrasting thread so you can see it a little bit more readily. And then simply place your foot at the very tip of the bud and do a stitch. Just zigzag once or twice or 3 times. I'll clip the threads, move it to the next area. I'll pull out the pin, stitch a couple of stitches. I think you get the idea. This is not difficult. And sewing can be just that easy, just by doing a little bit of an accent. You can turn a knit top into a knit top with a little bit extra pizzazz when you just add that little stitching. It's fast. And remember that when you're adding accents, you're not limited to the front. You can have it go around the back. So in Sew Knits with Confidence, I'll be showing you many more other creative as well as basic ways of sewing with knits.